All right, so we are recording now. Oh, and Sergey, you've just attached that there. There's the PDF there. Fantastic. Thank you, Sergey. All right, so it is 4 o'clock now, so we will start the class now. So welcome to the class, everybody, especially all the new people. I heard Charlie, you're here as well. So yeah, my name's Rick, and in my class every day we do some listening, some reading, some writing, and some speaking, and other things. Just show you all these things here that we're going to do today. The first thing every day is listening. Now, the Ielts listening test has 4 sections, and the Ielts listening test is about 30 minutes long. Plus, you get an extra 10 minutes at the end of section 4 to move your answers onto the separate answer sheet. That's only if you're doing the paper-based test. If you're doing the computer-based test, you don't have to move the answers. All right, there are lots of different words I want to look at here. A few things I want to check. Charlie, what's my favorite word?
Well, your favorite word is well.
Fantastic. Well done, Charlie. My favorite word is well, and it has different meanings, but here near the start, Joe, you know I'm giving a presentation in our film studies class next week? Yes. Well, could we discuss it? It's got lots of different meanings, but often it's just similar to it sounds very natural at the start of a sentence or the start of an answer, or sometimes before a question. And I strongly recommend it for Ielts speaking. And if you're speaking to a boss, if you're speaking to somebody on the telephone, if you're speaking at a barbecue, whatever, I strongly recommend this word. It helps you to sound more natural. How long have you been in Australia? 6 months? That's okay, that's fine. How long have you been in Australia? Well, 6 months. Just sounds a bit more natural. I recommend it for 2, 3, maybe 4 answers on the Ielts speaking test. It's not good for writing. It's too casual for writing, but it's very, very good for speaking. It can help you to sound a lot more natural. Could do with is very casual. Unfortunately, again, section 3, in my opinion, is often the hardest section. Section 1 and section 3 are conversations. And I know students often don't like section conversations. Section 3 and 4 are both hard. So, well, yeah, 3 is hard and it's a conversation. Section 3 is very tough. When they have conversations, often they use casual English, things like this, could do with. I mean, for native speakers, it's easy, but for students, it's tough. Just let me get this up here. Hang on a second. Just give me a second. Let me do that one, that one, that one, and that one. And then that one, share the screen, that one. All right, so could do with, it's near the start, just there. I could do with getting someone else's opinion. Well, just there. Could do with, does anybody know what does that mean? Could do with.
Maybe.
Manage.
Not exactly. What was the other person? Somebody else said something?
I said manage.
Manage, Charlie. Yeah, not exactly. Not in this sentence. Sorry. Somebody else had a guess?
Could do.
Yeah, Spark.
I need. Maybe not. Maybe yes.
Need. Somebody said need. I think maybe Nikita. I'm not sure. Or Esau. Yeah, it's similar to need or want in this sentence. Yeah, similar to need, similar to want in this sentence.
Okay.
Sometimes at the end of a hard day's work, you hear people say, "God, today was stressful. I could do with a drink." Basically means I need a drink. I would like to go and get a beer. Yeah, so it's casual. It's not very common, but it's not definitely not common on the test. Anything with a red dot, put a red dot there. Anything with a red dot is common on the test. All of them are good, but the ones with the red dots will be the best ones. Is pretty common. I think this is international. I think people say this in Italy, Russia, I think everywhere, but I think well, it's pretty international. So again, near the start, just share the screen again. So just there. Anybody, what does it mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Good. It's similar to yes, similar to
Okay.
okay, yeah, similar to I understand, similar to, sometimes it's similar to just please continue. But probably the nearest thing is just yes. Is that international? Do people
Yes.
say? Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry, I got a note from Patricia. I have to go to the dentist. I can't listen to the class today. All right, no problem, Patricia. But thank you for telling me. Sorry, just to see if there are any other messages, Patricia. Just let me write a quick message to Patricia. LMNOP, no, not there anymore. Yeah, basically means yes or I understand. Please continue, something like that. Do you like baseball? Yes. My friend Wendy, this is the only thing that she says when she talks on the telephone for hours. It's the only thing she says. Well, she says hello, and that's about the only thing. So the telephone rings, ring, ring, and she picks up the telephone. She says hello. Just for hours. It's the only thing she says. How do we say no, anybody?
Nope.
Not possible.
Yeah, well, there are lots of different ways. Yeah, some people say nah. I say that quite a lot. Nah.
Not.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'd say it's more like well, some people say this. Some people say mm-mm. 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 Do you like cricket? Mm-mm. Do you like baseball? Do you like cricket? Mm-mm. Or some people say this. Do you like cricket? So no. Yes. Which is very annoying and difficult, but it's very natural. This is what people say, and I think yeah, lots of these are pretty international. This one, is this international? Mm-mm.
Yes.
Possibly.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, all right.
Much.
Not international. Okay. I was thinking about writing a book about all these kind of little things like this, because they are very difficult sometimes. Right, this one came up with, I think actually we had this twice. Came up with near the start. Where is it? Yeah, question 21. So I thought I'd start with Eddie, who's a professor of film and literature. And in one of his books, he came up with a straightforward classification answer of film adaptations. Came up with, what does that mean, Anastasia?
Like start.
Yeah, you're getting close.
Beginning.
Yeah, you're getting close, Edson.
Created.
Created, yeah, Charlie, that's pretty good. Created, created or made, or yeah, sometimes connected with make, find. In this sentence, it's very similar to yeah, created, made, invented. It's got different meanings, unfortunately. I mean, 22 also, I thought that next I'd ask the class to come up with the worst examples. Yeah, come up with show, create, make, present. It's got different meanings. It's moderately common. It's not very common, but it is moderately common on the test. Up here, straightforward in the same sentence. Edson, what does straightforward mean? We had this last week.
Directly.
Clear.
Clear, yeah, that's pretty good. Well done. Straightforward, similar to clear, similar to not too difficult, similar to fairly simple, similar to, well, let's just have a look again in the dictionary and see exactly what it says for straightforward.
Direct.
Well, yeah, that's pretty good as well. Let's just see what the dictionary is saying exactly. All right, straightforward. Says here, uncomplicated and easy to do or understand. Let's just check in the Cambridge Dictionary and see what the Cambridge Dictionary says. Easy to understand or simple. Yeah, it's a pretty good word. It is a pretty good word. Who can I hear speaking there? Nikita, I can hear that. Speaking there. Nikita, I might just mute you there. Sorry, Nikita. Is it a good word? Is it a common word? Well, moderately common, not very common, but moderately common. Sort these out. Where does it say that? Between 21 and 22. Right. I've already made some notes on that, so I just need to sort those out before the presentation. Sort those out. What does that mean, Valeria?
Organize.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Organize, arrange. Sometimes it means deal with or solve sometimes. But here, yes, organize, I suppose. Well done. Came across after 22. That should be more fun than having their favorite versions. Yes, I can certainly think of a couple. Yeah, there's one Australian one that wasn't very good. Right, next, I want to talk about Rachel McCow. I came across something on the internet about her work. Came across, Isao, what does that mean? Found, very good, well done, somebody said. Anastasia, I think. Found. And again, I'd say that's moderately common. Moderately common. Sort those out, by the way, is moderately common on the test. I think it's very common at work in Australia. Bosses often will say to a member of staff, yeah, can you just sort these out for me, please? Can you organize this or do this? I think at work it's common. Clips. Where does it say?
Short
clips?
films.
Yeah, short film. Exactly, good. So between 22 and 23, showing some film clips to illustrate her ideas. Yeah, short pieces of film. Yeah, just for 30 seconds, maybe, yeah, something like that. Oh, by the way, on the Ielts test, the top score is 9. Many students need 6, but some need 7, some need 5. Though, now this word is
there is no 10 score?
No 10, yeah, sorry, it's a bit strange, I agree. But the top score is 9, not 10. Yeah, I agree, it's a bit strange. But that's what Ielts has been doing for many, many years. I've been teaching Ielts for 20 years and it's always been 9. Well, actually more than 20 years. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, why? Maybe they're saying native speakers are 10, but that's a bit unfair. I don't know.
It means if you, like,
I'm sorry.
in case like you have like, and I have a short question or a quick question.
Yeah.
So in the case of the IELTS, because I need to score 9, for instance.
Yeah.
So my question is now, this means if I have, let's assume a 9 out of 10, this means I will get 8 as a score and not 9.
Oh, I see. Well, it's all a bit complicated, but yeah, there are 40 questions in listening and reading. And if you want to get 8, how many do you need correct? I can't remember. For the listening, it's about, I can't remember. It's about 36 out of 40 or something like that. Hang on a second. I might try to find something, but
Thank you.
hang on a second, I'll just see if I can find something. I mean, unfortunately, different websites do say slightly different things for this. Let's just see if I can find something fairly quickly. Ielts Liz, she's usually pretty good. Just let me see what it says.
No, because I would like to know. So to get 9, it has to
Yeah.
be like perfect,
Well,
or
almost
there
almost
is, like,
100.
a little bit.
Almost 100% basically. All right, so just show you. Hang on a second. All right, so this lady is usually pretty good. Her name's
Thank you.
Ielts Liz. Right, so manuscript is blah blah blah. All right, so listening.
Oh.
For example, yeah. So like I said, so if you want to score 6, normally you need 23 correct. If you want 7, normally you need 30 correct. If you want to score 8, no, 35, not quite as bad as I thought. So if you want to score 8, you need 35 out of 40. This is for the listening. It's a bit different for the reading. Again, if you need 5, some students only need 5, and so that's only 16 out of 40. So under half, under 50%. So yeah, that's, you know, not too bad.
Sir, I have a question for
Ali,
the writing.
Yeah.
The writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the question?
Has anybody in the writing ever gotten 9?
The writing,
It's
how's the writing checked?
It's just out of pure curiosity. Sir.
The writing score again is out of 9, and for the writing test they check 4 things. They check, has the student answered the question, all of the question, and that's a very important part. Secondly, they check the structure. Is the structure good? So for example, if it's an agree disagree essay, then you need introduction, usually advantages, disadvantages, conclusion, basically. And then they check grammar, and then they check vocabulary. And it's all a bit complicated. I can't easily explain how they do it. Well, let's just see if Liz has got something good on here. Hang on. No, it doesn't. Writing. Questions. Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, task response. It's all cohesion. Well, is it clear? Grammar. Lexical means vocabulary. Let's see if there's something here. Yeah. So again, it's all very complicated, but for writing task 1, yeah, task achievement, have you answered the question? Grammar, lexical means vocabulary. Coherence and cohesion is basically about structure. Yeah, it's all very complicated. I can't answer this quickly or easily, to be honest, with writing. I mean, you can have a look yourself at all this stuff if you want to. I mean, I check your writing every day. I mean, if you send me writing, I will check it. I will give you a score, and I correct everything that you send to me, and hopefully your writing will get better and better. Charlie, you've got another question?
No, sir. That's all.
Okay, all right. Right, where were we? Well, any other questions, anybody, about that? Okay, all right, where are we? Though, now this is, again, one of my favorite words. I use this word all the time in real life. When I'm writing emails, I use this all the time. It's common on the Ielts test as well. Very common in the listening. Just here, between 22 and 23, will you have enough time? Though, just let me see if I can show that to you. Hang on a second. Let's go back to that one, back to that one, back to that one, that one. So, yeah, will you have enough time though? What does it mean, anybody?
I think
But-
it is a kind of
It's-
extra word.
Yeah. I think you're all very correct. So somebody said but there. That was very good. Yeah, it's very similar to.
Despire, maybe. No?
Yeah, well done, Spark. Yeah, it's very similar to but. It's very similar to however.
However,
It's very similar to however. For example, I like this woman. However, I do not like her husband. I like this woman. I do not like her husband though. Basically the same thing. It's more casual. It is very casual.
However.
Yeah, basically it means however. Sometimes though means although, but not in this sentence. In this sentence, it means however. But yes, sometimes it means although. So for example, though I studied hard for the test, I did not pass, means although in that sentence. So it's a really difficult word. Sometimes it means although, sometimes it means however. In this sentence, it means however. And it's very, very common in the Ielts listening test. And I recommend it for speaking.
Rick, I'm sorry. Can you
Yep.
spell it, please? However, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, hang on.
However.
However. However. Also, notice when it comes at the end, basically it means however. I like this woman. I do not like her husband, though. It's at the end, basically. However is usually at the start, basically. Sometimes at the end. If though is at the start, it normally means although. In this sentence, it means however, and it's common, very common. Now remember, your short writing is a graph or bar chart or pie chart or something like that, or two things, or you get a picture sometimes. All right, so today's one, writing task 1. Remember, it's your choice. You can do general training or academic. Writing task 1, you should spend about 20 minutes, the same as general training people. We recommend 20 minutes, maybe 21, maybe 19, well, whatever you like. 20 minutes on this task. The graph and table, two things here, below show the average monthly temperatures. We were talking before about the weather, and the average number of hours of sunshine per year in 3 major cities. Summarize the information by selecting, choosing, and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. Okay, so you got London, New York, and Sydney. London in yellow, New York in blue, Sydney in red. So, well, we'll look at Sydney first. Of course, Sydney now is the first day of autumn. Summer's just finished. So January, well, that's summertime. So you can see Sydney, January, 25 degrees. Then basically the temperature decreases. The lowest point is in July, and that's about 15 degrees. And then after that, the temperature increases again. Now, be a bit careful with the tense, by the way. Normally, with short academic writing, it's going to be the past tense. But today is different. This is every year. So you're going to use the present tense today for the temperature. For New York, January, wintertime, cold. So what's that, about 3 degrees? The temperature then increases, and the peak is in July, about 30 degrees, I think. 25, 30. And then after that, the temperature decreases, and December about the same as January, maybe 5 degrees. For London, well, it's the same kind of style as New York, but it's kind of lower. So, well, kind of a bit warmer in the winter, actually. So 10 degrees is the average monthly temperature in January. That increases to about 20 degrees in July, August, and then the temperature decreases again in December, about 10 degrees again. The table, total annual means every year, hours of sunshine for London, New York, and Sydney. London, not many hours, 1,180 every year. I think a lot of you know in London, it's very cloudy often. I mean, it's a wonderful city in many ways, but the weather is not great. New York, 2,500, just over 2,500 hours every year. And Sydney, again, about the same, or just under 2,500 hours of sunshine every year. Today, it was very sunny. What's the weather like in Russia at the moment? Well, I know Russia's a very big place. Hang on a second. Valeria, what's the weather like? Oh no, you're in New York. You're in Newcastle, aren't you?
Yeah.
Anybody in Russia? Nikita, what's the weather like where you are?
When I was in Russia, Russia is a really big country, and temperature a lot of change.
True, yeah, true.
Yes, maybe when it was winter, it was minus 30.
Hey, that is
yes,
cold. Yeah, very cold.
And in summer plus 30.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, so yeah, big differences.
It's big,
yeah.
big different difference.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable for body.
Oh, sorry. Okay, all right. Oh, got another new student here. Titan's Arms. Hello, Titan's Arms. How are you today?
Hello.
Hello. Hopefully, hello, Titan's Arms. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
Okay, good. Hopefully you got the Zoom link. I don't know. Hopefully the staff sent you the Zoom link at about 4 o'clock, but I don't know if they did. It's, by the way, it's the same Zoom link for the whole week. And Titan's Arms, have you got the PDF with all the paper? Yeah, I think you have. I sent it to you. Where are you, Titan's Arms? Are you in Russia now?
Oh, yes, I'm Russia.
Okay.
I'm in Pyatigorsk.
Okay, all right, fantastic.
And we have winter.
Okay, so it's
now
cold.
2 degrees.
Yeah, definitely.
Not
too bad though.
Minus.
Yeah, true.
Not minus, 2 degrees, no.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It's good.
Cool. Do you have the PDF, Titan's Arms, with all the information?
No, I don't have it.
You don't have it. I sent it to you before. You don't have the PDF.
Yes, I late. I'm come to 10 hour.
Oh, you have the PDF. Well, so at the top of the PDF, it's got the listening. It's about 24 pages, I think. Do you have it? Maybe if you check in the spam section or junk mail section.
I can. I see. No, I don't know where it looking. Look for.
All right. Well, I'll send it to you again. Hang on. But I have already sent it to you. Sometimes there are some problems with Russian email addresses. Sometimes. Hang on a second. Just give me a few seconds. All right, I've just sent it. I'm just sending it to you again. Hopefully you will get it. Do you have another email address? Maybe if you don't get it, do you have another email address that you can give to me so I can send it to you?
Yes, I have.
All right, so if you could maybe, Titans, if you could just write your other email address in the chat section, and I will send. And I will send it to you.
Wait a minute. I tried to.
Yeah. Okay.
I know this program a little.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult when you start using Zoom. I know. Yeah. But and the same for anybody, are they? It's the same for anybody. If you haven't received the PDF, please tell me, and I'll send it to you. But you'd need to tell me and maybe give me a different email address, so I can send it to you. And by the way, Titan's Arms, when did you receive the Zoom link? Did you receive the Zoom link? Oh, thank you. Well, no, it's the same one, I think.
Yes,
did you receive? When did you receive the Zoom link? What time? About, well, no, did you receive it like 1 hour ago or 3 hours ago?
Oh, 1 hour ago.
Yeah, they didn't send it to you, I guess. Well, I'm sorry about that. I think maybe the staff forgot to send it to you. I sent it to you, but all right. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Titan's Arms. They should have sent it to you 3 or 4 hours ago, but they, yeah. But anyway, you've got it now. All right, so this one, well, I think, yeah, that's just the same email address, Titan's Arms. So, I mean, I can send it again, but I've already sent it to this address twice. So,
thank you.
But have you received it?
1 minute.
You have to check in all your folders. Check in the spam folder or junk mail folder.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yes.
You've got it. Oh, fantastic.
Spam.
Okay. It's
It's
in the
spam.
spam one. Okay. Good man.
Uh-huh.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't receive the Zoom link before. It was not my fault. And welcome to the class. What's the most difficult thing for you, Titans? Listening, reading, writing, or speaking?
I don't know. Listen.
Okay. All right.
No,
All of them. Okay. All right. Well, in my class, every day we do some listening, some reading, some writing, and some speaking, and other things as well. Okay. Right. So where were we? All right. So academic people, if you look at the answer, model answer. Hang on a second. So let me get this up again. Where is it? There it is. So academic people, if you look at the model answer or sample answer, it says underneath, the data provides information on average temperatures and annual hours of sunshine in London, New York, and Sydney. In the introduction, you need to say well, usually we say, this graph shows blah, 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 and this table shows blah, blah, blah. For example, the introduction is basically always the same. This graph shows blah, blah, blah. This table shows blah, blah, blah. If you've got two things, a graph and a table, for example, yeah, do both of them at the start. This graph shows, this table shows, blah, blah, blah. Next sentence. The temperature patterns for London and New York are similar, although New York has warmer summers, present tense, and colder winters. In both cities, peaks, highest points, occur in July, August at 23 degrees in London and 29 degrees in New York. In contrast, Sydney's hottest weather is in December and January, when temperatures average 25 degrees. During this period, New York's temperatures dip, go down, decrease, to an average of around 5 degrees compared with 8 degrees in London. On the other hand, Sydney's lowest temperatures in July are just over 15 degrees. So that's the graph. Now the table. As far as hours of sunshine are concerned, looking at this topic, New York and Sydney have similar averages of 2,535 and 2,473 hours respectively. So 2,535 is for New York. 2,473 is for Sydney. London, however, London has a much lower average of 1,180 hours. Conclusion. Clearly, London is the coldest city and has the fewest hours of sunshine. New York has the hottest summers, but Sydney enjoys the warmest overall climate. 156 words. That's okay. Just over 150 words is what you're aiming for. And for short academic writing, normally the structure is introduction, describe everything, and then a small conclusion. That's what we usually recommend for short academic structure. Some people on the internet say that it's better if you have introduction and then you move this section here and say overall, blah, 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 and then describe. I mean, they're basically the same. I prefer the left side, and Cambridge books use the left side, but if you want to use the right side, you can. Also, for short academic, keywords are going to be increase, go up, rise, climb, decrease, go down, decrease, fall, peak, highest point. For example, are going to be keywords. Okay, any questions, anybody, about this writing? Academic IELTS people, general training IELTS people, advanced people, anybody? Any questions about the writing?
I have a question about the vocabulary with temperature in sense of there was a word
deep that I didn't know. Would
Right.
drop also work?
Yeah, probably. Dip, just let me look. Where is it?
The temperature drops in, I don't know, July or something like that.
Yeah, hang on a second. Where is it?
In the middle.
Yeah,
New
so yeah,
York's
during this
temperature
period, New
on
York's
average
temperatures
around-
dip to an average of around 5 degrees. I think I would prefer drop. Yeah, dip is okay, but drop.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I prefer drop. Yeah. But yeah, these are keywords that you're going to need for short academic. Increase, climb,
Mhm.
rise, just go up, that kind of thing. Or opposite, decrease, fall, drop, go down. All of these are going to be keywords for short academic writing. Also, of course, you could have something like increase slightly, increase dramatically, decrease slightly, decrease dramatically. Another keyword is going to be peak. Peak is the highest point, the top point. For example, sometimes fluctuate, up, down, up, down, up, down, can be a keyword as well. All right. Any other questions? Academic IELTS people, general training IELTS people, advanced people, anybody? Any questions about the writing?
What's
I'm
the
sorry,
difference?
Rick.
Well, you're on the lady first, Valeria, yeah.
Oh, thank you. It's another question about vocabulary. What's the difference between rise and raise, like spelled
Well, yeah. Raise, you raise something.
Something.
What am I doing? I am raising this
Okay,
phone.
yeah. Yeah.
To rise is not.
It's like the
with an
sun
object.
rises.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. And the man, what was the man's question?
Rick, how many words?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
we should
150. So short
100
writing, yeah, is 150 words. 150
for general
words.
IELTS.
This, yeah, general training and academic. Yeah, 150 words, 20 minutes.
And can we use some dictionary?
In the test, no. In the test, you cannot
Oh.
use a dictionary, but in the class, yes, of course, if you want to use a dictionary, no problem. But in the test, no. In the class, yes, that's fine. So again, remember, it's your choice. You can do general training, writing, or academic writing. So you can do the letter or the graph and table today. It's your choice. You can choose. Any other questions, anybody? Okay, 150 words, 20 minutes. The time now is 7:24. Please finish at 7:44. Good luck. I'm just going to mute you all. And I'm going to pause the recording. Okay, so I have just resumed recording. Right, let me check my emails to see who sent me some writing. Yep, some students are starting to send me some writing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, lots of people have sent me writing. Fantastic. I'll just show you that Russian picture, by the way. I'll just show you this Russian picture. Just give me a few seconds. So Russian people, what does that say, Russian people?
It means
Spring.
spring.
First day.
Okay, so I was
spring.
okay, so I was correct. Okay, spring. Yeah, an ex-student sent this picture to me, and also he sent me these pictures of Moscow. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, in Moscow, the springtime. I know it's cold there sometimes. Yeah. Well, it's just coming towards the end of winter, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, and hello, Sven, by the way. Lots of new students today, Sven, which is all very exciting, which is fantastic. Okay, if you are still writing, that's okay, no worries. You can continue writing. If you've finished writing, you can do the next thing. And the next thing is vocabulary. Next thing is vocabulary. So we've finished the writing. Well, if you're still writing, you can continue writing and send your writing to me, to my email address or my phone number. If you've finished writing, we'll do the next thing, and it's about the weather. We've been talking a lot about the weather. If you go down in the PDF, you'll see that. Next page, that page. Unit 36, the weather. This comes from a Cambridge book. Section A, cold weather, like those pictures we just looked at of Moscow. There we go, like that. Cold weather. In Scandinavia, Scandinavia is in the north of Europe. Chile, well, next to Chile, you've got number 1. Chile underneath here, and it says number 1, cold but not very. Slightly cold. Good word. Days of autumn soon change to the cold days of winter. It's still winter in Russia. The first frosts, number 2, frosts arrived. Just let me get these up for you. Hang on a second. The first frosts arrive. Now, number 2 underneath, it says thin white coat of ice on everything. Basically, in the morning, you often get frosts. It's when you got cold, kind of like ice on the ground in the mornings. The first frosts arrive and the roads become icy. Number 3, rain becomes sleet. Well, if you look at number 3 underneath, it says, hang on, I'll just show you. So if you look at number 3 underneath, sleet, says number 3, rain and snow mixed. And then snow, at first turning to slush. 4, slush, dirty, brownish, half snow, half water. Sometimes we talk about a drink, a slushy. It's kind of half ice, half liquid. In the streets before, but soon settling. Settling, number 5 underneath says staying as a white covering. It's when snow falls on the ground and stays white. We talk about the snow settling. With severe blizzards, number 6, blizzards. I think a lot of you know these words. Number 6, snow blown by high winds. Basically a snowstorm. And snow drifts in the far north. Snow drifts says deep banks of snow against walls, etc. Let's see if we can get some pictures for you. There's nice pictures sent by the student. Yeah, kind of snow. Yeah, so hang on a second. So one of my ex-students just sent me these pictures of Moscow at the moment. So yeah, you can see snow drifts just there, for example. There's a nice snow drift.
We thought we could make an equivalent drink with all the complex aromas and flavors without the alcohol. He said, lo and behold, we were able to do it.
Good. Lo and behold is very, very old-fashioned, but yeah, wow, look at this. What do you think, anybody? A bar with no alcohol. Good idea, bad idea? Terrible idea?
Good.
Wonderful. Okay, some people say good, some people say bad. Yeah, I'm sure some people will like this. Other people maybe will not. All right, questions on the IELTS test. They sometimes ask about alcohol. Number 1, what will be different about this bar? Anybody?
Alcohol free.
Yeah, no alcohol. Alcohol free. Well, not free alcohol. Yeah, alcohol free. Like sugar free, fat free, alcohol free. No alcohol. 2, when will it open, please, Anastasia? This month?
In April.
April, good. Paragraph 2, April, very good. 3, are Heineken and Cub reporting strong sales for their non-alcoholic options? Anybody?
So they say.
Yes. Yeah, well, yeah, they are. Paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. 4, what's the name of the bar in The Simpsons? Anybody?
Moe's.
Moe's, yeah, Moe's Tavern, very good. Second side, paragraph 3. Moe's Tavern, very good. Find words, stroke phrases that mean the following. Try to think of different words with the same meaning. Most recent in paragraph 4, anybody?
The latest.
Latest, very good. Latest, well done, well done, well done. Latest, 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 and that's very common on the test. Copy, and that's the last paragraph, page 1. Anybody? Yes, yeah, replicate.
Replicate.
Good, well done. Replicate, 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 well done. And vital, second side, paragraph 3.
Crucial.
Crucial, very good, crucial. Okay, we are going to go a little bit over time. Sorry. Again, if you want to leave now, you can. But next, we've got the speaking. Next, we've got the speaking. Sorry, I'm having to go a bit quickly here. Next, we've got the speaking. If you go down in the PDF, you'll see that. Now, tomorrow, I'll do IELTS speaking part 1. On Wednesday, I'll do IELTS speaking part 2. On Thursday, I'll do IELTS speaking part 3. And on Friday, kind of some fun speaking. Today, we've got some kind of skills speaking. All right, if you go down in the PDF, you'll see that. Lesson 23, guessing, car problems. All of this is connected with guessing. English we use when we're guessing, and there's some good phrases here. Car problems. Rosie has brought her car to Paul, her mechanic. Would you trust Paul with your car? I'll just read these so it's faster. Okay, Paul, what do you think it is? Well, my favorite word. Knowing these German imports, my guess is it's the engine. Often they have problems with the engine. Knowing these German imports, my guess is it's the engine. Could you be more specific? Well, my favorite word. If I had to take a guess, I would say it's the fuel system. Yeah, quite a good structure. If I had to take a guess, I would say blah, blah, blah. What's the population of your hometown? I don't know exactly, but if I had to take a guess, I'd say about 500,000. Yeah, that's something like that's fine. On the IELTS test, they could ask you a question like that. What's the population of your hometown? But remember, they're not checking your knowledge of the population of your hometown. They're checking your English. So something like this is fine. If I had to take a guess, I'd say about 500,000. How much is that going to be? Well, chances are, probably, it's going to be pretty expensive. If you go to London, chances are it will rain. Probably. How much is expensive? Just off the top of my head, I would say around 1,000. I don't like that one. That's old-fashioned. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Yeah, slightly useful. You're kidding. And how long is this going to take? We're talking maybe a month. I would even go as far as to say 2 months. Extreme guess. Why does it seem there's always something wrong with this car? Well, it could be that it's time for you to get a new car. I would say it has more to do with the new car you just bought, maybe. All right, well, in here, I think the best phrases are knowing these German imports. And if I had to take a guess, I would say, and chances are, I think are the best ones. All right, if you go down in the PDF, do we have time for these? Yeah, we'll just do these quickly. All right, so if you look here quickly, what's the phrase? Using the cues, complete the phrase. Number 1, we are talking. We are talking maybe a month. 2, how old is he? Anybody? I'd
say.
Yeah, I'd say, I would say, I'd say he's about 40 or so. 3, chances, Charlie? Chances are, good. Chances are she'll never come back. Probably your girlfriend will never come back. Yeah. 4, my guess is. 5, It could be that. It could be that. Not very common. 6. Yeah, 6 is slightly useful. He may be out sick today. This is from an American book, a US book. In the USA, they say out sick. In Australia, we usually say off sick. He may be out sick today, but anybody?
It's hard to say.
Well done, Sven. It's hard to say. That's, yeah, that is slightly useful. Maybe moderately useful. 7, anybody?
This knowing this German inputs.
Good, yeah. Knowing. K-N-O-W-I-N-G. Knowing. 8. I would even go as far as, well done, to say. I would even go as
far as to say 2
as
months.
to say 2 months. Very good, well done. 9, anybody? If I
had to guess.
Well done, Charlie. If I had to take a guess, or just if I had to guess. Yeah, but the book answer is if I had to take a guess. And number 10, I don't like number 10. Just off the top of my head. Number 2, oh, yeah, don't worry about number 2. Next page, number 3, don't worry. Number 4, no, don't worry. Number 5, oh, don't worry. And the last page, number 6. Yeah, number 6 we'll look at. Number 6, guessing game. What do you know? What do you know about your classmates? Working alone, write down the answers to these questions on a separate piece of paper. Yes, number 1, what's your favorite color? 2, what's your favorite food, etc. At the bottom, under 10, when finished, give your paper to another student, then work in pairs, not with the same student whose answers you have, asking questions like this. Chisato, what do you think Yuji's favorite food is? Arlette, well, knowing Yuji, and he's from Japan, he probably only likes Japanese food. You're right. How many countries do you think Marcus has visited? All right. Well, number 1, Anastasia. What's my favorite color? Rick's favorite color, do you think?
I guess maybe dark blue.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, if I had to take a guess, dark blue. I'd say dark blue. Or I'd guess dark blue, or chances are dark blue, or something like that. Very good, well done.
Okay.
Okay, very good, well done. And well, yeah, black, I like black, so yeah, pretty close. Yeah, well done. Charlie, what do you think my favorite kind of food is?
Well, knowing you, sir, you might not have a favorite food.
Knowing you don't have a favorite kind of food. I like that. Very good. Knowing you don't have a favorite kind of food. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good answer, really. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite kind of food. So yeah, very good. Well done. Ilya, how many countries do you think I have visited?
I think both.
Well, lots of countries maybe. So yeah, try to use some of these phrases if you can. So chances are, if I had to take a guess, that kind of thing. Well, yeah, and Kanako, how many countries do you think I've visited?
Well,
Good.
if I had to guess,
Okay.
You have visited 10 countries.
I would say you've visited 10
I
countries.
would say you have visited 10 countries.
Okay, very good. Well done. Good use of well. Yeah, I think more than 10 actually, but yeah, good. Well done. Very good. Well, yeah, it's a bit difficult because we've got lots of new students, so it's difficult to ask about other people. 5, Spark, do you think I have eaten at McDonald's?
No, I didn't.
Okay, you haven't. Yeah, okay. But how about me? Do you think I have eaten at McDonald's?
Can you rephrase your question, please?
So number 5, have you ever eaten at McDonald's? But me, the teacher, Rick, do you think that I have eaten at McDonald's?
No, I don't
Okay.
think.
Okay, so yeah, for example, if I had to take it, I don't know, but if I had to take a guess, I would say no. Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good.
I don't think so. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
think so.
Okay. All right. Very good. Svetlana, do you think I've eaten at McDonald's?
I'm sure no.
Okay. I haven't done for a long time. When I was young, I did, but I haven't done for about 20. Done that for about 20 years. Yeah. Well, actually, let's ask them about somebody else.
Also, I think maybe you are very vegetarian.
Well, I am vegetarian. Yeah, true. Yeah, yeah.
Vegan, actually.
Vegan, actually. Yeah. Sven, do you think that Charlie prefers British English or American English?
I guess that he prefers American.
I guess he prefers American English. Okay, Charlie, is that correct or not correct?
I strongly prefer British accent.
British English. Okay. All right. Okay. All
I
right,
don't
fantastic.
see it for a long time.
Okay. All right. Okay. Svetlana,
Yes?
do you think that Sven has some computer skills? Number 7.
Yes, I think so. I think she has a very good computer skills.
Yeah, chances are he has very good computer skills. Okay, Sven, is that true or not true?
More or less.
Yeah, I think Sven actually has a couple of computer companies. So yeah, I think chances are Sven has excellent computer skills. 8. Oh, well, don't worry about 8. 9. Well, who hasn't answered a question? Anastasia, how long do you think I have been teaching English?
I would say you have learned English, you're a teacher, more than 20 years, maybe.
Very good. Okay, very good. Well done. I would say, okay, good English. Very good. Well done. All of this English is connected with guessing, and all of you are doing very well. Yeah, very good. Well done. Number 10. Okay, anybody, what do you think my astrological sign is?
It's a Germany.
You know the answer. Okay. All right, Gemini. Yeah, we actually talked about it last Friday. Very good. Well done, Svetlana. Actually, yes, you know the answer. You're not guessing. Yeah, Gemini. Very good. Well done. Who's the student here? Is that? Oh, that's Ilya, I think. Ilya, what do you think my Chinese star sign is?
Excuse me.
What do you think my Chinese star sign is? Do you think I'm a rat or a dragon or a snake?
Kami minta ayam 2 sama kuah.
Charlie, do you know? Or do you want to guess?
If I had to take a guess, you'd probably be an, I don't know, pig perhaps.
A pig. So I am a pig, actually. The Chinese star signs, I am a pig. Okay, very good. Well done. Anybody else? Well, no, I think we've done all that. All right. So that was all about guessing. The speaking today was all connected with guessing. Tomorrow we'll do Ielts speaking. Right. Sorry, I had to go a bit quickly there with the speaking and with the vocabulary. And the news story was a bit quick as well. Any questions, anybody, about today's speaking? Any questions, anybody? Any questions, anybody, about anything in today's lesson? Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for studying very hard, everybody. And again, all the new students, thank you very much. You were fantastic. All the new students, all of you were fantastic. Oh, you're
I'm
welcome.
sorry.
Yeah, Spark.
I'm sorry, Rick.
Yeah.
Did you receive my letter on your mail?
Let me
Because
check. Probably. If you sent an email, yeah, probably. But yeah, just let me check. Hang on. Spark. I've got one here from my Oshino. Yeah. Possibly not. Well, did you send it to the Hotmail address or the Gmail address?
Hotmail.
Hotmail. Just let me check in the junk mail. What's going to February vaccine Q&A? Nothing there. Just checking other. Possibly not. I've got one from Charlie. I've got one from May. I've got one from Isol. I've got one from Mazurov, Sergey Mazurov. But no, I don't think I've got one from you. Can you send it again?